Welcome back to Divine Capricorns with me, Amanda. I read for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements. Anything you might need from me is down in the description box below, including links to get a private reading with me. And I just recently changed my offering, so go check those out. And yeah. I want to say a personal thank you to everyone that has wished me happy birthday. It was on the 3rd. Your girl is a January born. And every single person who has booked a reading with me in the last couple of weeks. I deeply, deeply appreciate you. All right. We're going to do a general read. I am trying my best to stay consistent and get on here, but it's been difficult. I have been very tired, and then busy with all sorts of other things and just other work that I do. And I'm not saying those things as excuses. I'm just letting you know that I would rather be on here when I have energy and the headspace than to be pushing myself and just kind of not being present. So just know it's really important to me. Yeah. All right. Let's get right into it. What is the energy for my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements at this time? What is the overall energy? Okay. Oh my God, we got 5 cards. My Lord. Balance, imagination, fear, freedom, and discipline. Wow. Alrighty then. I gotta love it. Let me just place these. Quite a bit of purple here. So third eye into crown chakra is significant for some, if not quite a few of you. Balance says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. That must be why I just said what I said. So maybe I'm tuning into some of your energy of like you're not judging yourself for getting behind on certain things. You're just letting things flow better. You're finding balance. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. You know, it's also funny because my focus has been on this crazy, awesome offering that I have been working on for like 2 years. And I'm finally like putting it out there, and it's so scary. But like, I'm trying to put myself in a space of, I'm an expert in my field and I want to be doing certain things, and I don't want to be putting myself in spaces where like it's just work. It's just a paycheck. So I wonder if that's also you. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. And what a wonderful, wonderful thing that is. Fear is just a way for you to not only discern, but to find your own ability to choose, right? So fear is created in our mind. That's all it is. Fear is not real. It's created from the ego. And it is a way of testing, right? Because like if you're present with yourself and you really know yourself well, then you can say, hey, fear, I understand what you're trying to tell me right now, but it has no benefit to my growth. You know, I would like to live in the energy of love. The energy of love is a safe space. It is a very nurturing and creative space, but it is also a space where you can be present, right? So those lower vibrational things aren't necessarily bad. I know a lot of people damn those things, but they're there and present, and you need to look at them for a reason. But once you're out of that, or can recognize it in the moment, you can bring yourself back into the energy of love. right? We're all frequency, we're all vibration, all those wonderful things. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. That is your power, my loves. I possess the power. Power. I possess that power. And the free will. Free will was given to you. It is your divine right to create my own happiness, right? Your happiness is yours. You get to define what that is for you, nobody else. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. You know, it's funny. I got this card as I was shuffling before I hit record. So I think this is going to be an awesome read, to be honest. I'm excited. Can we go deeper with the tarot? Why did all these cards come out? Can you tell me more about Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Venus and Saturn placements energy right now. What's going on? Tell me more. I must know. King of Cups. Six of Cups. Someone is worried about you. Don't know why I got that. Six of Pentacles. They're worried about whether you're like you're okay financially, like how you're doing. Somebody might be reaching out at this time. Could be Scorpio, Libra, Taurus. That's interesting. Can we go further? Maybe you're doing this for somebody else. It's possible. You can always flip the energies. Three of Wands. Suspended. Something is like suspended. I want to say more like delayed of sorts. You could also be taking some time and going to a place where there's fresh air, there's water, there's scenery. That's interesting to me. What else? What else? They're definitely jumpy. Nine of Pentacles. There's something about like wanting to like go and do the things that you really enjoy doing. And it's right underneath the Freedom card. So that's like extra confirmation for me. You have 6 to the 9 as well. So there's progression here, which is great. I feel like there's some sort of trip you're taking where there's like a cliff, there's water, maybe like a warmer climate if you're in an area where it's cold. Some of you are in a bathrobe right now as you're watching this. That's odd. I don't see you. Don't worry. I don't see you in it. That's just what's coming to me. Three of Cups, Judgment. You have 2 3s, 2 6s. Six and 3 would be 9. Interesting. So 3, 6, 9. Can I have one more card? One more card. The Chariot. So the only 2 majors we have. Oh, wow. Queen of Cups is at the bottom. 10 of Pentacles is behind her. All right. Some of you could be partnered up, or this is a friend of yours, or somebody who's you know, close to you that really, really cares genuinely. You know what? I think you're also, there's going to be like a time period where like people are recognizing how generous you are. They're like waking up to this idea or like this perspective of you. You could also be doing the same. You see yourself this way. I give so much to others. And maybe it's really hard for you. Not just like there's two spots here, two ideas. One, it's hard for you to receive love. I know that sounds pretty deep. It kind of is. But the other one is this other idea of like, people don't give as generously as we do as Capricorns. Sorry. Confirmation right there. Beautiful big yawn. I still really appreciate that though, because like that's why Capricorns and Capricorns get along so well for the most part. I have met a couple of Caps that didn't get along with at all. But generally speaking, they were Leo risings. I personally I can't deal with this superficiality of Leos. And I'm not saying that about all of them because that would be impossible. I have Leos in my life that I really, really love. They're very warm, loving, like they really love on their friends. But the majority I don't do well with. And that's fine. That's whatever. It doesn't really bother me that much anymore. It did at one point. Maybe it's bothering you. Maybe like these ideas are bothering you. I definitely get some of you are in isolation right now. As I'm reading this, we have a full moon in Cancer, and I highly recommend if you feel very triggered with your emotions, then just please stay away from people. If you get text messages, just give it a whole day to respond. Like, don't worry too much about being on your responses, or just, find a happy place that's quiet for you to think about things. Someone wants to give you a gift? No, this King of Cups, I don't think this is you. It does not feel like it is you. No, this person could be someone that's very close to you or was close to you. And when I say was, I mean it could be a guide. Oh, wow. Full moon in Cancer, we have Chariot, that's Cancer. And then Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, that's also Cancer. I think you're just keeping to yourself at this point, like just reminding yourself that you can only be so productive and achieve so many things in a day or in a week or even in a year. And I feel like a lot of you are prioritizing your freedom and being able to have the ability to create your own happiness. That could be like an affirmation that you say to yourself. I mean, these are all affirmations, essentially. So it takes a word, right, a theme, and then it creates a affirmation. That's why I love these cards. And the mandalas are just beautiful. I really feel like the balance card is going to probably take the show of this read. And I say that because I think that I already started to tune into it. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I feel like like some of you are doing practices that are helping you to balance out, and it could have something to do with your mind, right? Imagination and fear has to do with the mind. Maybe like to settle it. Yeah, because you have the Chariot as your last card. And this is like a strong will. This is determination to succeed, to go forth, to move with the understanding of power and free will. It is also the Emperor that is in the Chariot. And little known fact, the Emperor is Osiris, or Osiris. Wow. I can't say it. Osiris. Interesting. I feel like even if you've been invited out places, you've just been like, nah, I just want to stay in. And that's good. I mean, it's not the best. We don't want to find isolation. We want to find a balance of a good amount of time by ourselves, but like not doing too much of that. I find that if I do too much of it, like isolation for me is super depressing. So sometimes when I recognize like, hey, I just need to be around some like good loving energy from other people. And usually that'll prompt me to reaching out to someone or to multiple people. I may decide to make plans to just go out into like go somewhere where I know people are. You know what I mean? Sometimes it doesn't have to be you going out with someone you know or people. More confirmation. It could just simply you being surrounded by people. So like just going to a coffee shop, sitting there, having a beverage or a snack or something like that. Being outside, smelling some fresh air, like treating yourself to something nice. And then just being around other people's energy can be really great. As long as it's, you go into a place where there's good energy. I'm not suggesting you go just anywhere. I feel like a lot of you are embracing whatever's happening right now or whatever's transpiring. You do have 2 coins cards. So 2 pentacle cards, 3 cups cards. I don't really see you as being dysregulated in your emotions. I feel like you're just chilling. Doing you, like finding your own independence. And like independence to me is like having this ability to do the things that you really want to do because you want it. It's not an external thing. Like independent people, even those who like deal with anxiety, especially socially and stuff like that, you are able to just go to that coffee shop, make an order, and then just sit and just do you. Like sometimes that's what we need, is to not isolate ourselves, especially as Cappies. Oh my goodness. I really could spend all of my time alone and like not even really think that much into it. I do love being social though. Like that's much needed for me. And that's a personal thing, That's not always you. You know what I'm drawn to him on the Chariot? His symbols on his plate skirt. Symbols are really important. I don't know what kind of symbols these are. No clue. But they're definitely not letters, they're symbols. Yeah, I really feel like somebody's gonna call you. Like somebody's reaching out to you. Maybe they want to go grab coffee or go to a coffee shop. Maybe they want to catch up with you. Haven't seen you in a little bit, or haven't seen you in a long time. Maybe 6 weeks, 6 months, could even be 6 years. They could be either someone who's younger than you, maybe a little older. Could have also grown up with them. You've just known them for a while, you know. It doesn't, I mean, everybody's story is going to be different. I feel like if you get together with this person, when you do, I don't think it's necessarily right now. Maybe you're planning. When you do, I think that part of your conversation is going to be about like the things that you did achieve, like in a healthy manner, not like, oh, I surpassed this thing that I wanted to do for the year. But I think it's more like, well, I didn't give up, so that's great. Or, you know, this one thing that happened to me really sucked, but, you know, it was actually a blessing in disguise. And this is why I'm really thankful for this experience. I feel like you're going to share experiences of what just happened in 2024. Some of you might have also gotten a pet recently, especially if you just got out of a relationship. Don't know why I'm getting that one. That's, you know, when I get out of relationships, I usually dive really deep into my work and just bury myself in it, or I go and get a tattoo. That could also be you. I just did get a new tattoo, by the way. I will share it in the community tab because some of you may really enjoy it. If you don't know, I'm really into Egyptian culture and like ancient Egyptian mythology. I love to study it. Like I love to watch documentaries and talk about it with friends who are also really into it. I think I did share it. I did get a tattoo on my shoulder and it has the Eye of Horus on it with an ankh and a hawk feather, because hawks are really important to me and pretty significant. But I've always been into it since I was really young. So this new one, I won't even say it. I'll just share it on my community tab. Share all the highlights of my own personal life. With these numbers, this could also be days. So we have 2 6s, 2 3s, and a 9. I just heard 19. Some of you could have that as your birthday. 19th. Okay. Cool. That's always good. Well, I'm going to leave it here, to be honest with you. Just because there's so much that came out just from these cards. And you got 5 oracles, so it gave a lot of information in terms of this. I just want to say thank you so much for being here with me on this channel. Last year was really wild ride of growth, and I just really appreciate all the love and the support. If you would like a private reading with me, the links are below. You can also follow me on social media. I have free guided meditations as well. There's a link there. What else? All sorts of stuff. Regardless, though, I may or may not, don't know yet. We'll see how my energy is once I get off of here. Go live for free birthday readings. I want to give back to my community. I want to give you some free readings, all that stuff. I'll either do that tonight or check on the community tab. Okay, because I might just schedule it for tomorrow. We don't know. Anyways, going with the flow. Take care. I wish you all the best. Let me know if there's any feedback or if you want to share in the comments. I would love that. I do read and respond to them and all of that stuff. Okay? Know that you are divine, sacred, and heavenly. Bye, Capricorns.